So when I think about the concept of growing a business, we'll just call it growing because there's going to be the what I would consider like non-scalable growth or just kind of that first iteration of growth within a business, and then hitting the kind of that tipping point where we can start to layer in a lot more leverage and complexity, and that allows us to kind of really scale a business. So there's kind of do two different phases here, but at its core, there's something that needs to be taken care of first, and that is the fundamentals of business, or what we call within the action coach world mastery. And mastery is all about, in my opinion, two things. It's really your investment thesis and it's your allocation of resources. So we break mastery down into four basic categories. And I promise I'll bring this into the growth here in a second. But the four basic categories are going to be destination, like where's the business going? Um, Delivery, which is the actual service that you provide or the product that you provide, the value that you provide to the marketplace, and then time and money are kind of the two other pieces. So when you kind of break those down, that first one, destination, is really about your investment thesis and your plan to be able to achieve a return on investment, right? That's why we got into business in the first place. Is we're creating an entity, an asset that can extend beyond us, should have profitability, yada yada. So the investment kind of thesis there, the actual value that you provide to the marketplace for your product or service, that is kind of that point number two, or the delivery piece. And then the last two, so 50% of this fundamental foundational piece of the business then is the allocation of resources. So your time resources and your money resources. And more often than not, especially early on in the journey, you have more time than you do money. And so it becomes really important to understand how do we allocate the resource of time, which means we might be starting with activities that aren't totally scalable at the very beginning. And that's okay because you need to be able to have a high level of service and get customer feedback and be able to overperform to get the testimonials and the reviews and everything else that's going to allow you to penetrate the market even deeper as you continue to grow.